In various parts of the world, there are ancient structures that have withstood the passage of time, standing as testament to the practical application of a sacred knowledge and a sacred wisdom attained by those who understood the science and the language of the universe. When most of us look at ancient artifacts or structures of antiquity, we tend to look at them from a superficial perspective, that being the craftsmanship, the workmanship, and the level of artistry that went into the development, the design, the creation, and the building of such structures. But what if I told you that many an ancient artifact and/or structure was actually created as a time capsule of history's past, and whose repositories of information are simply waiting to be interpreted, deciphered, and decoded in accordance with the cycles of time? Well, an ancient artifact has been interpreted, deciphered, and decoded. The artifact contains multi-layered messages of a metaphysical, spiritual, and technical nature. This artifact of great antiquity reads like a book in stone, a book that can be equated to a technical or engineering manual in stone. Having interpreted, deciphered, and decoded this particular artifact, I am curious as to whether or not certain individuals can bring unique perspectives to this endeavor and contribute to a broader discussion. As the following individuals possess knowledge and expertise with regard to ancient history, ancient megalithic and monolithic structures, cuneiform writing, archaeology, metaphysical science, esoteric science, alchemical science, and spirituality, I have created this video in an attempt to get their attention so that they can review these findings of interpretation. These individuals are as follows: Graham Hancock, Gregg Braden, Robert Gilbert, Robert Grant, Jimmy Corsetti, Praveen Mohan, Billy Carson, Matthew Lacroix, Darius J. Wright, and Alex Ferrari. So now, let's take a brief look at each of their backgrounds, their history, and their areas of knowledge and expertise. Graham Hancock is a well-known and highly respected researcher, educator, and lecturer who has written several best-selling books to include The Fingerprints of the Gods and The Magicians of the Gods. He is best known for his work related to the study of human origins, the science and the craft of ancient megalithic structures, as well as the cultural and technological achievements of ancient civilizations. Gregg Braden is a New York Times bestselling author of several award-winning books to include The God Code and The Divine Matrix. As a scientist and pioneer, he received international acclaim for the 2003 discovery of intelligent information encoded into the human genome, as well as the 2010 application of fractal time to predict future occurrences of past events. Robert Gilbert is an independent researcher, author, and teacher who has an extensive background in the study of world spiritual and scientific disciplines. As the founder of the Vesica Institute, he has developed training courses which teach the original, independent form of Rosicrucianism and the Holy Grail traditions. Robert Grant is an independent researcher, best-selling author, and inventor who excels in many disciplines to include mathematics, art, music, and science. He is the host of the television series Codex, which explores the mysteries of the universe on the Gaia TV network. Jimmy Corsetti is the content creator of the YouTube channel Bright Insight, which explores ancient history, ancient civilizations, the mystery of the cosmos, and discusses matters pertaining to metaphysics, spirituality, and philosophy. As an independent researcher, he is best known for his promotion of the Rishat structure in Africa as the location of the ancient civilization of Atlantis. Praveen Mohan is an independent researcher who enjoys traveling to various locations around the world to uncover hidden mysteries related to ancient structures and ancient temples. With a background in engineering and an interest in ancient technology, he applies technical skill and knowledge in order to unlock and rediscover the secret science hidden in ancient Hindu temples. Matthew Lacroix is an author and independent researcher whose focus includes the study of ancient texts, ancient civilizations, megalithic structures, and the nature of reality. In his quest to uncover and reveal hidden truths with regard to human origins and lost civilizations, he is credited with assembling a team of experts and leading an expedition to Turkey to explore what remains of the lost Ararat civilization. Billy Carson is a best-selling author, producer, and television host of the Forbidden Knowledge TV network. As an independent researcher of ancient history and ancient civilizations, he is well versed in the study of ancient Sumerian and Mesopotamian texts. Darius J. Wright is a teacher, philosopher, and out-of-body experience explorer of matters related to consciousness and the true nature of reality. Through his teaching and methods of instruction, he is on a mission to bring awareness about hidden capabilities that exist within all of us and how these innate abilities can facilitate the exploration of other realities through the out-of-body experience. Alex Ferrari is the host of the popular podcast Next Level Soul, whose wide-ranging topics of discussion center around spirituality, near-death experiences, the nature of reality, the history of ancient civilizations, and more. In addition to being a best-selling author, he is also an accomplished filmmaker, writer, producer, and director within the indie film industry. As it relates to ancient history and the study of ancient cultures and societies that we credit with the development of cuneiform and hieroglyphic writing, the creation of tablets and petroglyphs that contain historical accounts of what occurred in antiquity, as well as the spiritual practices and belief systems that reflect the attainment of true knowledge and wisdom, I feel that this group of individuals can bring deeper levels of insight and broader dimensions of perspective with regard to the interpretation of this ancient artifact. In this Fishers of Men moment, I am attempting to cast the net far and wide over the social media space in order to get their attention. For each of the individuals so named within this video, I have sent emails to the email addresses indicated within their YouTube channels or on their websites. Right now, we need to crowdsource the power of social media in order to make contact. Please assist me in getting the attention of each one of these individuals by sharing and distributing this video with as many people as you know. Let them know that the Arkhive of Antiquity channel is attempting to notify them about the release of the multi-part video series entitled Ancient Messages in Stone, Decoding the Assyrian Tree of Life. Thank you in advance for your support. In various countries throughout the world, there are ancient megalithic and monolithic structures of great antiquity that have withstood the passage of time. There are many ancient sculptures which bear the images of ancient priests, kings, queens, and pharaohs, as well as ancient temples carved in stone with intricate precision and exquisite detail. Captivating the imaginations of archaeologists, world travelers, students of history, and many others, these awe-inspiring monuments stand as testament to the architectural genius and scientific knowledge that the ancient builders of these structures possessed. In the study of the growth of human civilizations throughout history, we have come to learn that every human civilization rises to the zenith of its development and then subsequently falls in the societal degradation of its decline. As it relates to ancient civilizations and the people who live within the societies of their time, modern-day archaeologists have uncovered a treasure trove of artifacts that give us glimpses into what life was like for ancient cultures around the world. From painted pottery bearing the images of people, animals, and plants, to the discovery of various tools and utensils used by the people of these ancient societies. Modern-day archaeologists have also discovered ancient scrolls, clay tablets, pots, and/or vessels of engraved cuneiform, and other artifacts that the people of these civilizations used as a form of communication. As it relates to communication in all of its forms, is it possible that we should be looking at these ancient structures and engraved artifacts in a different way? In our current time, and from our modern day perspective of world history, we tend to look at these structures and artifacts of great antiquity from a superficial position, meaning that the majority of us are only seeing and looking at the surface of their creative artistry, that which immediately beholds and captures the eye. But what if these ancient treasures are actually reaching out to us over and across the timeline of history in an attempt to make us look deeper into the mysteries of antiquity, attempting to deliver a message to all of humanity, most especially at this particular time in our current world history? To that end, it is based upon my research and the historical evidence that I have been able to piece together thus far that it would appear that there is something wrong with this world that we refer to as planet Earth. Having said that, I also have every reason to believe that ancient societies were in communication with one another, and that certain groups of peoples within these ancient societies were very adept in the encoding of a timeless message, for it would appear that they are attempting to warn all of humanity about obscure processes that are little known and not very well understood. Further, it appears that these obscure processes may have some form of impact on the future of our collective human existence. In this multi-part video presentation entitled Ancient Messages in Stone, Decoding the Assyrian Tree of Life, I will demonstrate how the process of interpreting, deciphering, and decoding an ancient petroglyph ultimately reveals an underlying series of hidden messages that have been encoded in stone. In so doing, viewers will come to discover that a body of hidden knowledge related to the Tree of Life was inscribed in stone many thousands of years ago as a timeless message to the future of mankind. With that said, I invite viewers to watch Part 1 through Part 6 of Ancient Messages in Stone, Decoding the Assyrian Tree of Life. Well, that's it for this video. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when we post new videos. Until next time.